Y'all, your girl got scammed. Big time. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, your favorite artist, Lil Picasso, coming to you with a new video. I know it's been a minute since I posted. My last video was my day in the life vlog, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So if you haven't seen that, go check that out for sure. But today's video, I've been wanting to film for like a minute. Today's video is a story time. Okay, a story time, aka just a valuable lesson that I learned, and I wanted to share it with y'all so that y'all could avoid like that happening to y'all or whatever. So let's just get right into it. Also, follow me on other socials, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And yeah, keep up with me on there too. So let's like get into it. Let's get into this story time. So I got this email on August 9th. I'll never forget. It was a Friday afternoon. I was, cleaning up my house. I was chilling, bumping to music. Boom. Randomly checking my email, because I'd be checking my business email, to be specific, a couple times a day, just to, keep up with my inbox. And the opportunities up in there, they say the opportunities in the inbox, you know what I mean? So just randomly checking my email, wasn't expecting nothing. And tell me why I see this subject line that says my 20th wedding anniversary, right? So I'm like, in all caps. So I'm like, okay. Curious as hell, I opened that joint up, and the sender was this guy named Henry McNeil. So basically, McNeil was like, oh, like, hi, like, I'm this dude from New York or whatever, and me and my wife's wedding anniversary is coming up soon, and I really wanted to gift her with some really cool artwork or whatever. And I'm like, okay, sounding good so far. And he's like, yeah, look, I've been looking at different artists, and I've been looking at your stuff, and I'm really impressed, and I'm like thinking that you're the person for the job. Like, I'm really thinking that your work is gonna like suit me and my wife's taste, whatever. So again, like, nothing harmless so far, I'm like, okay, bet. So another paragraph goes on, and I'm like reading him saying like, yeah, like, here's my price range, my budget, for, whatever pieces that you, to send me, whatever. And the budget's looking kind of high. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, the amount of money, like, that amount of money was the most that anyone has ever offered me for an original piece. Let alone pieces, because he was like, I need a couple pieces, right? Plural, y'all, not one piece, original pieces, plural. Okay, I just put that out there, y'all. So I'm like, yo, this money looking kind of great. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, Joe was crazy. I'm not gonna hold y'all. And I know y'all probably like, girl, like, how much money did he offer you? Like, da, da, da. My boy offered me up to $6K. And I'm like, yo. Mind you, I haven't even finished reading the email, and I'm already contemplating on what I'm about to do with that 6K. 6K about to be in my bank account, y'all. Like, I was going crazy, y'all. Like, I was like, yo, I've never seen so many zeros for an original piece or pieces, plural, like I just established. So boom, kept reading. He was like, yeah, again, like, super impressed with your work. Like, let me know, like, what pieces you have available that's for sale immediately or whatever. And I'm like, okay, or whatever. So I'm like fanning out, going crazy after reading this email. reread it about 20 times, made sure I wasn't reading something wrong. And I'm like, yo, I was in my living room going crazy. Like my little cousin was in the living room. He was like, yo, like, what's good with you? I was like, yeah, something crazy just happened. My sister was in the other room. I was like, yo, something crazy just happened. I told them, it was like, yo. And I'm like, bro, this is like life changing. Like my mom had like just came home from running errand, and I told her, and I was like, yo. Texted my dad, I was like, yo. I was crazy. Everybody was going crazy for me. I was like, yo, this, like, yo, like, we gonna be moving on up, y'all, like, right? So 20 minutes goes by since he's emailed me, right? And, you know, my sister was like, yo, you're not gonna email him back, like, right away? Like, and I'm like, it's not real. This is so not real. I did not get this email. This is a whole nother Vaniza in a whole nother universe or something. Going crazy right now, y'all. So, like a good 20, 30 minutes go by, and then I finally respond to him, and I'm like, yeah, like, I'm totally interested. Like, thank you for, like, your interest in me, whatever. whatever. And then, boom, I was like, yeah, like, I do have some pieces on deck, whatever. But, like, in the back of my mind, though, something that, like, I'm still trying to, like, get over is being an art hog. So, people over the years have asked me, like, yo, like, do you ever intend on, like, selling your work? And I do, like, original artwork, and I do. But, like, I feel like I'm still building my portfolio. So I feel like if I were to just, you know, go on and sell every original I have, like, I wouldn't have a, you know, my standard portfolio to show anybody, you know what I mean, for any opportunity, you know, that may come my way. So, you know what I mean, I was, you know, emailing him, telling him, like, yes, I'm interested. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm, like, secretly an art hog. Like, I'm still building my portfolio. Do I really want to sell these pieces? But the money's looking really good. Like, you know what I mean? Especially for, like, someone at my age. Like, some professional artists may be watching this and be like, 6K, like, I've definitely charged more. And it's like, kudos to you. But, like, a black 16-year-old getting offered $6,000 for 3 original pieces is really mind-blowing, actually, if you think about it. So, yeah, so that happened. Writing that email, thinking that in my mind, I'm just like, oh, I'm an art hog. I don't want to sell anything right now, but I do because that money's looking great, y'all. I'm like, y'all gonna hear me keep saying that throughout the video. Like, the money was looking great, y'all. Right? So then my sister was like, girl, like, stop tripping. Like, if you don't, like, send that email. So I did it, right? And didn't hear back from him for about, like, 2 days or whatever. It was, like, going into the weekends. So that was, you know what I mean? That was cool. But I was kind of getting worried a little bit. Cause I was like, oh, like, it's been, like, 2 days. Man didn't answer. Finally answers or whatever. And he's like, oh, something I forgot to mention. This is what I forgot to mention, y'all. So at the end of the first ever email he sent me, he was like, let me know if you accept payments in checks, right? So when I had told my parents, like, that part, they were like, yo, make sure, like, he sent it to you, like, by Zelle, excuse me, by, like, PayPal, like, whatever. Any of those, like, not by check, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever. As long as I get my bread, it really don't matter the payment process or whatever, right? A couple of days go by. I'm trying to figure out what pieces to sell him. I had, like, 1 in mind, right? Because he had asked for 3. He told me to pick 3. So I was like, okay, I had 1 in mind, right? And then I was like, yo, like, what would be another 2? Because, like, I don't know, like, I just couldn't figure out what pieces would suit, like, an anniversary gift for a wife. Like, it was kind of hard for me, y'all. I'm not going to. It took me a couple days to, like, contemplate, like, what to send over to this man, send picture over to this man, whatever. So finally, after about, like, 3-4 days thinking about it, I was like, yo, like, okay, this is what I want to send him. Send him some pretty, you know, good quality pictures of my paintings, the ones that I was going to send over to him. Send him my price range, right? And I was betting on myself, y'all. I was betting on myself with them prices, okay? All right, I aimed pretty high. I was like, okay, this charge, this costs this costs that, this costs this, right? So a day goes by, he doesn't answer. Okay, it's a day, like, I'm sure the man has a job, other responsibilities, maybe some kids, I don't know. Perhaps a pet, a dog, a cat. You know what I mean? Day goes by, okay. 2 days go by. Okay, it's only been 2 days, like, can't be anything serious. About 5 days go by. Nothing. About a week. 11 days. And I'm like, maybe God is trying to teach me some patience here, because I'm a really impatient person. Anybody who knows me, I'm a very impatient person. So I'm like, okay, maybe God is just trying to teach me patience. And like, one of these days, this man gonna be like, okay, bet. Send me your money. Send me my payments, right? So I'm like, okay, let's just wait, you know, a little while longer. I had called one of my cousins, told him what happened, and he was like, yo, you know, going crazy with me too. And then like I told him, I was like, yo, like it's been a hot minute and I haven't heard back from this man. He was like, yo, like some people be flaking, you know what I mean? Don't be taking you seriously, for real. And I'm like, nah, there's no way. There's no way, right? I'm like, this man ain't flaking on me, right? So I'm like, yo, biggest opportunity yet. Like, I'm not losing faith yet. Like, this gonna happen for me one of these days. He's gonna approve. I'm gonna get my money in the bank. You know what I mean? And a good like 2.5 weeks go by. Still don't hear from this man. Like, I'm constantly checking my inbox, trying to see if he replied. You know, like when people reply, it says like capital R-E. I was like, I was looking for that, y'all. And it wasn't there. I was getting emails from everything else but Mr. McNeil, Mr. Henry McNeil from New York, y'all. Manhattan, New York, to be specific. Yeah, I'm putting it all out there. So that happened. And I was getting real discouraged, y'all. Like, after the week, I was getting discouraged. I was trying not to, you know, get myself to feel discouraged, because I was like, yo, this is gonna happen. I'm having the faith for this. Like, this is my opportunity. You know what I mean? But I was getting discouraged as hell, y'all. Like, I was. It was like 2-3 weeks, and I was just like, wow. Well, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah. That's not it. And you know what's crazy, y'all? This goes to show y'all, like, God was really trying to tell me, like, something in this experience, and I just chose to overlook it. The same day that I had gotten that email, I was watching this YouTube video, like, after responding to Miss Henry, right? And under, you know, like YouTube Shorts, I'm pretty sure y'all know what YouTube Shorts are, but basically, there was this YouTube short that was under the video I was watching, and the title of the short was "Good Doesn't Always Mean God," or something along the lines of that. And I was just like, anyways, not today, Satan. You're not hating on my opportunity, right? Boom. Chose to overlook that, right? I was too excited for this opportunity. I was looking at the bread, like, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like, I was going crazy. I was super excited for this. And literally like a month or so later, like, God was really like trying to tell me, like, yo, I tried to tell you this wasn't me. Like, personally, this was not me. I did not send that to you. That was not my blessing for you. You know what I mean? That wasn't me. Like, if y'all know me, you know, if you follow me on my socials, like, I'm really vocal about, like, my relationship with God, and, you know what I mean, my belief in God, and just, you know, different things like that. And, you know what I mean, one mistake that, you know, God had made me realize that I made with that, and during that experience, was like, yo, like, you didn't check in with me. Like, you didn't ask me if that was from you. Like, you just assumed, because, you know, a really big opportunity like that came about, you just automatically assumed it was for me, right? And that's just me, you know, real human being. I just assumed it was from God, right? Because it was a big blessing, bigger than anything that I've ever seen, you know what I mean? Exceedingly and abundantly all I could ever ask for, you know what I mean? So I just assumed it was from God, and he was like, yo, you just assumed, you didn't ask me. Like, I would have been told you, or like if you really paid attention like to the signs, like I was trying to tell you it wasn't for me, right? So I was like, okay, so if it wasn't from you, who was it from? You know what I mean? And you know, over time, God was like, yo, what a lot of people don't realize is that when they think of the devil, right, who was very much real, very much active in our world, they think of him as this, you know, this red guy with horns and a pitchfork, right? That's what's portrayed in the movies. You know what I mean? Y'all be seeing like those cartoon movies where it's like the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other shoulder, you know what I mean, trying to talk into your ear, you know what I mean, make you confused about decision making and stuff like that. That's what's portrayed in movies, right? That's what the devil is portrayed as. And sometimes he don't be like that. He don't he don't come in that costume, y'all. Like, he will dead be disguised in something completely opposite than that. And in my case, he was disguised as Henry McNeil, trying to, you know what I mean, talk me up, talking about some, I'm offering you $6K for your art, right? So at first I was like, damn, he really got me that time, like for real. And like God was like, yeah, bro, like you need to get your perception, fix your perspective on you know, different blessings come your way, and be able to discern who is coming from exactly, you know what I mean? So yeah, y'all, that happened, y'all. I got scammed like crazy. I got scammed. I got my hopes up, you know what I mean? I was all types of scammed, y'all, and it hurt. I'm not gonna hold y'all, it hurt. It really did. And yeah, and like a week or so ago, there's an artist I watch here on YouTube. Her name is Aramis Channel. Shout out to you, girl. I don't know if you ever want to see this video, but I love your work. But yeah, so Aramis had posted this video about getting scammed as well. It was this dude that like deposited like, I forgot how much money it was. It was like 50K. I don't remember. It was a really big number. He had like deposited something. She had got this deposit from her, I forgot what the app is called. I'm like blanking out, sorry y'all. But yeah, she had gotten this deposit, and like this guy was like, yo, like send over these paintings or whatever, and she's like, I don't know if I should like be excited or like a little concerned. And then she ended up, at the end of the video, she ended up saying like it was a scam, whatever. And literally, like, that was another thing that God was trying to like talk to me through. He was like, yo, it wasn't me. like I think you still like low-key thinking it was from me, and like I just took that away from you. No, it wasn't me. At all. It wasn't me. You know what I mean? And all the signs were there. You know what I mean? They were there in plain sight, y'all. They're in plain sight. But I chose to overlook them because I just thought, you know, is this a God thing? Is this great thing happening for me? And I just chose to ignore the red flags, right? So a couple weeks ago, you know what I mean, I was trying to contemplate on a YouTube video idea, and God was like, yo, tell them about what happened. so that you can help, you know, other artists out that may get, you know, that may be in a similar situation, or get an email like the one that you got from Henry McNeil, right? So yeah, y'all, your girl got big time scammed. I was like really rooting for this experience to go good for me, and it did not. Nothing happened at all, you know what I mean? But yeah, I got scammed, y'all. So like, moral of the story from an artist out there who, you know what I mean, be in their inbox every day like me and see something like that, always look out for like if the person asks you if you accept checks, or if they're like, oh, I'm gonna send you a check with this amount of money on it for your art, y'all, the biggest red flag there. Because the person, even though this didn't happen to me, but it definitely could have, even though the person, so what could happen is the person could send you like a blank check or like a bounce check and have you thinking that you got all this money with you. Like okay, better way to explain it. You can send your art over to the person first before them giving you the money, right? No knowledge of any scamming happening. And the person could send you a blank check or a check that could possibly bounce and scam the hell out of you. So yeah, y'all, so to my artists coming up, or just artists like me in, you know, my similar situation, you know what I mean, y'all, please don't get scammed out here, okay? These people will have your hopes up. I'm not saying don't dream, or, you know what I mean, don't hope for the best for your career or anything, but please be like very, very cognizant. Please be very careful. And if anything, like from a spiritual point of view, you know what I mean, consult with God when this stuff comes, when big opportunities come, because you never know if it could genuinely be an opportunity from God, or it could be Satan disguising himself, you know what I mean, in a good thing that may seem like a God thing, but it's not really a God thing. He's disguising his evil with good, you know what I mean? Because don't forget, y'all, Mans was a whole angel. If you don't know that story, you know what I mean, you better go know that story. Mans was a whole great angel, and now he's a fallen one, you know what I mean? So please be careful, y'all. Like, consult with God, consult with him, and make sure that whatever opportunities come your way align with what God got for you, you know what I mean, and your career. And just overall be safe out here, and to just, you know what I mean, make the best possible decisions for your career. Do not get scammed like I almost did. Like, nothing went too far, but you know what I mean, I put the puzzle pieces together and figured out that I got scammed. I got freaking scammed, y'all. So yeah, y'all, moral of the story, be careful, and just, you know what I mean, use the discernment that you got to just make sure you make good decisions and you accept the right opportunities, so that you're not wasting your time, you know what I mean, getting your hopes up and all that stuff. So that about wraps up my video. I really wanted to share that with y'all because that was crazy, okay? And I really want to be of help to y'all, so that, you know what I mean, y'all could be successful, and y'all know what, so that y'all could know like what's coming your way. So yeah, y'all, that brings us to the end of the video. If you made it this far, and I hope you did, if you made it this far, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video, please, y'all, like with an artist that you know what I mean, so that, you know, if something like that were to happen to them, like, they got this as like a guide, you know what I mean? So yeah, follow me on all my socials, you know what I mean, connect with me, you know what I mean, come be a part of the fam, the Lil Picasso fam, you feel me? And yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching, very much appreciate it. And